Just popping on here, striking while the pan is hot on the whole James Charles being completely transparent about what a large ego he has. In this economy, I come to think of it, I'm pretty sure James Charles has never been a wage laborer. Good for him. He's an entrepreneur. Anyway, he's catching the ire of the working class, fairly so. And I think it's very symptomatic. Like his ego is very inoculated in that bubble that he has of stands, like people who have they're very invested in this parasocial relationship that they've made with him, and so they'll always forgive him his trespasses. Hell, they might not even see anything wrong with his behavior in the first place. They may admire his takes. That's just the reality of the situation. They prop him up. They give him bank. But now this has come to bite him in the butt because he does take his money from people who have been wage laborers. And I just want to take a moment and step back once again to direct my ire at a system that makes people like James Charles, and also a system that seems so hell-bent on always bailing out things like the very bad calls and drivers of bond economy, the banks, and doesn't see worth bailing out a company like Spirit Airlines, who focused on making travel way too affordable. like they employed a lot of unionized labor and they were still flying for that low of prices. I've never flown Spirit, by the way, because like they don't operate where I live. And I'm like hearing about some of the flights, which like I get it, this is like the number of people, like the American market is like a huge market. And like under $100. Canada could never. But Canada's also now being very hush-hush about whether or not they want to privatize their airports, because that's such a good idea. It is what it is. I'm just trying to strike while the discourse is hot and throw in my perspective of working class solidarity. Also, back when I was posting on here regularly, I did make a video basically saying how Americans shouldn't pay taxes anymore, because what's the point? The taxes are going towards enriching your current government, like personally, which like Americans, you gave Jimmy Carter so much shit about a peanut farm. What are we doing here? I guess boomers don't remember the peanut farm, even though they lived through it, and then like the upcoming generation of like the new alt-rights, the Gen Z, they don't even know who Jimmy Carter is. I presume. I'm like debating if I have my video on drafts about how Americans shouldn't pay taxes anymore, and I'm like, should I put that on post whatever the fuck this is? The other big thing is that the GoFundMe, which I'll try to find and post on here, but yeah, like American taxpayer money should be going to situations like this. If we do have businesses that offer services like this, it should go, to unemployment, like to giving people like unemployment funds the government should cover them. But like Trump convinced everyone that this was a handout, and somehow facilitating a situation where he can have a private jet gifted to him from Qatar is okay. and gutting, like, social services are draining the swamp. Y'all been lied to. Y'all got pulled in. I am losing the light. Also was thinking about the Gen Z alt-right Republicans, because I have seen some discourse about being like James Charles is a Republican, like, and I know he weaponizes a lot of like what's seen as liberal ID poll phrases. I'm seeing like some video about how he's like this white abled body, talking about the Spirit airline employees who started the GoFundMe that he like lambasted. And he uses a lot of this rhetoric because it's been so beneficial for him as, someone who is in the LGBTQIA plus community. He weaponizes it, he uses his benefits, but like it wouldn't surprise me if he did vote for Trump as well, because it protects his income bracket. And The Epstein class has a lot more class solidarity than us right now, but like it's not too much our fault. Look at what happened to this platform post Ellison takeover.